When was the last time you just got in your car and went for a drive? Because for me, it's been so damn long, so damn long. Probably since selling the S2000, I used to jump in that and drive for hours and hours and hours into the Peak District. And when that went for building the little Mark 1 Turbo, I just lost all the love. But now it's back. When I first bought the NC, I had so many messages from people saying, "Are you feeling alright? It just doesn't seem like a car you'd be interested in at all." And I kind of thought, what? It's an MX5. This is my 11th MX5. How does this not seem like a car I'd be interested in? It suddenly dawned on me that it's the NC part. People are still not over the stigmatism that the NCs are kind of the outcast of the MX5 world still, and I was lucky enough to shake that kind of view a few years ago now when a friend of mine, Kev, bought his. I ended up stealing it on a few track days and falling in love instantly. It's a car that anyone could get into and just find pure freaking joy instantly, and it's what I love about it. It's just such an honest platform. Even when we went to Croft recently, I was sharing the Cayman for the day, and I'd find myself doing a couple of laps in the Cayman and then getting out of it feeling pretty good. But when I got in the NC, I'd find myself just saying, just one more lap, just one more lap. Oh, I can tidy up that little bit. Oh, I can trail brake it in a bit more finesse there. And just such a brilliant driver's tool for it. So to finally have my own, and I know a lot of us in our little track day community group, we all want NCs, and I'm so lucky to have been able to get this one. I would have been very happy with an NC, one of the earlier NCs, but to get this one with the folding roof, making it such a nice car to be in with the Apple CarPlay. When I bought it, it was completely standard apart from a set of Maestro Clubsports, which I do think are fairly essential. But I'll go into the other mods I've done in more detail in a few vids, kind of outlining a few different areas from seating position, safety, adding character, and you know, the BP engines in the earlier cars, they do lack character, and they are quite soulless things. And funnily enough, this 2-litre engine feels very much like a 2-litre BP engine, so it'll be interesting how we can unearth some character from this. It still retains the focus on fun, but in a package that's an actual car. It's so easy to jump in to enjoy this, and it feels roomy in here and it feels really lovely. I can't understand why it gets slated so much. It's just so much easier to enjoy. So with this in mind, I bought this car on a little bit of a whim, knowing I would love it. So I'll get these kind of phase 1 mods done almost instantly, so then I can enjoy it on the road and I can enjoy it moving forward on lots of track days. And then if I keep enjoying it throughout winter, that's when I'll look at doing some more serious stuff to it, not ruining it, because this is all about having a very usable car. Some of the mods I'll go over in more detail, but little bits like the carbon Miata, lip and spoiler, getting the side decals done just to make it my own really more than anything, and the JR wheels, just fill the arches a bit more, and the OEMs needed a refurb, and it's going to cost virtually the same price as a whole set of those wheels because they're that cheap. So one of the main things for me, how I'd explain these cars, they're not special. And that sounds brutal, but they know they're not special. It's very much as honest as it gets, and they're very humble, but the emphasis will always be on fun, and that's why I think this is an MX5, there's no denying that. Not only that, it's the MX5 that is easiest to enjoy, and now with Rust taking over the Mark 1 and 2s, these are just such an obvious choice as we get a bit older and we want a nicer place to be as well. It just seems obvious.